refusing to let shame silence her voice. She demanded justice, insisting that her family avenge the wrong to all who in the final act of defiance and liberty, she took her life. She declared that her body and vital, her spirit and mind remained intact. Her death was not just a personal tragedy, but a statement of her refusal to let her honor be defined by crime. News of her death spread quickly, sending shockwaves through the city. What had begun as a private crime now became a inspiring Romans from every walk of life to rise up against their oppressors. Lucretius' sacrifice became the enduring symbol of the terrible cost of tyranny and the power of personal courage to spark great change. Her memory was honored as the embodiment of moral values, dignity, bravery, and the pursuit of justice. The revolution that followed drew its moral force from the tragedy. Her death united the people, giving them the cause greater than themselves and a vision of Rome free from oppression. For generations, Lucretius' story was retold, something new. With the king gone, Rome faced a new daunting challenge: how to govern itself without a monarch at the helm. The city was at a crossroads, people uncertain but determined to avoid the tyranny they had just embraced. Always in pairs, each consul could veto the other, ensuring that no one man could dominate the state. This system forced cooperation, debate, and compromise, making it difficult for tyranny to take over. Other important offices were also created in pairs, reflecting a deep suspicion of unchecked ambition and a desire to power was setting Rome on a new path. The Republic's foundation was a practical response to the bedrock of Roman identity for centuries. Its legacy would shape not only Rome's destiny, but the very idea of Republican government for generations to come. Under the kings, the Senate was just an advisory council, its power limited by the monarch's will. With the Republic, the Senate became Rome's central The Republic's strength rested on its wisdom. A shared state. Rome's citizens now had a stake in their government. System allowed Rome to expand, adapt, and thrive. Military glory and political power became intertwined, driving Rome's growth. The Senate provided continuity. Assemblies gave citizens a stake in the state. The Republic's ideas, checks on power, civic duty, rule of law, inspired later generations. It was a bold experiment, flawed but foundational. Rome's revolution left a legacy that still shapes our world.